Postman pad, postman pad.
Can't jump over this. Lasers are us. That's me.
Just shoot. I'm in postman pad. You can't see me.
What the fuck did I just witness?
Did you get him?
Yeah, I got him. This is going to be a video of what you should be running off of traders, if you are unable to make it a level 2 traders with the starting weapons. For gun builds with your starting equipment, check this video out. Let me remind you that every time I do a gun build, my list cost is always without optic and lasers. With level 1 traders, your only close quarters option is allowed kedr. A PPSH isn't worth it as it's more expensive but an overall inferior gun. Tarkov leg ammo is weaker than its 9x18 counterpart, and the much better convergence on the kedr makes up for the lower recoil points on a PPSH. For longer ranges, I would drop the SKS and go for a VPO instead. For 30k it comes with a 30 rounder, which is around the same price as an SKS with a 20 rounder, but with much better customizability. The most important attachment in the game is a laser, and there's no way you can fit a laser onto an SKS with level 1 traders. But you can slap an AK-100 handgun on a VPO so you can have accurate point fire at close ranges with the blue laser. Or a flashlight to open up the option of night raids. Having accurate point fire at close ranges along with 762 PS pen buffs makes the VPO a deadly weapon up close. At 35 pen, 762 PS can pen class 4 in 2 to 3 shots, usually killing with 4 shots at most. Whereas last wipe, it can take up to 6 or 7 shots to kill someone wearing class 4. This brings the time to kill against class 4 much closer to the leg meta kedr. You can't buy this weapon from level 1 traders, but it does deserve a mention. If you're an enjoyer of my content, you'll know the MP153 is easily my favorite early wipe weapon. A full durability MP153 is only accessible off of level 2 traders, but a lower dura can commonly be found on scavs. I ran through my early wipe running 260 durability MP153s, and with buckshot, the accuracy loss isn't noticeable. I'll talk more about the 153 later in the video when I explain trader level 2 builds. Moving on to level 2 traders, I don't have gameplay for all of these weapons, as options are much more diverse and the goal of the video is to help you choose a weapon for your playstyle. I prefer running 762 AKs, MP153s, and maybe an SMG here and there because I prefer playing up close and I don't mind handling recoil. If you prefer to play longer ranges, you might opt for a semi-auto M80 slinger, or if you have troubles with recoil, you might opt for 545 or 556, so choose what you think works for you. The world opens up as you unlock fleet, providing you with strong 545 ammo choices. Here's the build running the best parts you can buy at trader level 2, around 70k, optics and laser not included. You can also run a similar RPK build that's better because the RPK has better convergence and is cheaper sometimes depending on how cheap you can grab an RPK on market for. However, I'd advise against this because an RPK is listed as an LMG, so running it will not level your assault rifle skill. If you don't care, then feel free to run an RPK. The 545 BP Cling Wiper trade-in is decent, but you're limited to 60 rounds per reset. For 545 BT, market price is cheaper than the trade-ins. You can bottom load 545 PP as it's really strong considering how it's only 159 rubles per bullet. But if your PMC is a little homeless, then full loading 545 PP will do fine early wipe. My 762 AK build is the exact same build, slightly more expensive because the base gun costs more. Make sure you run the Tactica adapter as the Zeniko brake reduces recoil more than any of your current 762 options. If you can acquire an AK-103 from somewhere, same build applies, but the AK-103 has 3 points lower base recoil, so it's marginally better. However, the 103 is a little more expensive than the AKM. Whether or not 3 recoil points lower is worth an extra 10 to 20k is up to you. When it comes to 76251, RFB is your only option. Just slap whatever -2 recoil grip on it and any dirt cheap tip attachments you can find. As long as you avoid the SRD 762 Ti suppressor. The reason why suppressors are good is because recoil reduction from muzzle adapters to suppressors stack. And the SRD 762 Ti does not use a muzzle brake. I see some teamies running this and it's way overpriced for what it is. For my fellow 556 enjoyers, avoid the G36 like the plague. I've tried it, it sounds nice, it feels nice, the animations are nice, but your camera will point you to God when you fire it. Just grab a 556 Scar off market and run the same build as last wipe. KC suppressor or SR2 with their respective brakes. Any -2 recoil grip is fine and slap on the SRX rail extension. For ammo, you only have 856A1 unlocked after finishing the Cult Part 1, which is a fairly early quest. But if you have to shoot 855, then NPC the gun and run 545 as 856A1 is not sold on market. If you're adamant on running 556, then you have to go for head eyes. Try out FMJ, it's -5 recoil and pen doesn't matter if you're shooting eyes. For leg mounted SMGs, you have to suppress kedr from Prapor. No MP5 SD this time around because Quakemaker has been moved to Peacekeeper 3. The gun is good out of the box, no mods needed, and uses 30 round mags that are dirt cheap. Run PSV and go to town. For headshot SMGs, you have the UMP and the MP5 SD. Any other SMGs require mods that are not unlocked yet, so they're way too expensive to even consider. Nobody wants to pay 20k for MP7 mags. A suppressed UMP build is around 90k, needing only a suppressor and -2 recoil grip. And an unsuppressed build was dirt cheap at 40k. The MP5 SD you just buy straight off Peacekeeper after scrap metal, which is a really early quest. Slap a ring for a laser and your total is around 70k rubles. I prefer running irons with MP5. When comparing Match FMJ with PSTGZH, Match FMJ is the clear winner. But if you pay attention to the numbers, you'll notice that FMJ at 25 pen is only a 40% chance to pen level 3. Which means against level 4 armor and helmets, you'll basically be shooting BBs at 600 RPM, forcing you to go for head eyes. If you're blasting eyeballs anyway, then an 800 RPM MP5 SD with a higher muzzle velocity on PSTGZH is a much better option. So which one to use is once again up to your discretion, use your brain. For example, if you're seeing a lot of level 4 armor being used and you don't have 45 AP unlocked, then start running the MP5. Now for more budget choices. The Chippa Rhino 357 can be bought from Jaeger 2 with rounds that are competitive with the 7.62 PS. It fits the laser, cheaper, and is better than an SKS. MP153, my favorite. If you're here from earlier in the video and you're still trader level 1, then run a 6 round mag and express buckshot, both from Jaeger 1. If you're trader level 2, then run the 8 rounder mag with Magnum fuck. Optic doesn't matter, Sprute for laser, dirt cheap. Your goal here is to never commit to a fight and only commit if you think you'll instantly kill him, mag dumping. Otherwise, take 1 or 2 shots and unpeak or go back into cover. Aim low and black their legs. Black legs is equivalent to death early game. No one has injector cases with green stim and propodols or even decent painkillers. Maybe not even a surgery kit. If you play War of Attrition, peppering them full of buckshot every now and then while playing safe behind cover will win you the fight. Getting your thorax tagged once or twice is a lot less of an inconvenience than getting your legs blacked early wipe. As long as you don't lose your head, every trade is in your favor. Keep your thorax healthy and play the poke game. I hope this video helped. Drop a like, a comment, and sub if you want to see similar content. I have a lot of early work content lined up, so tune in for that. Swing by my Twitch and thanks for watching.
This isn't the same group.
No, did you just hop over to unknown? Nobody would still be here, right?
There's a guy. Two. Three?
One left.
Okay. I'm wrapping left.
Push left, right guy's trying to flank us.
Okay. He's through. Where's the Velociraptor? Okay.
Dead.
Oh my god.